Hey, babes. So, what do I have to update you on, and what do I got to talk about? So, yesterday we went to this event, and my sister joined. And if you know my sister and my relationship, and her and my mom's relationship, family in general, I guess, in relationship. Yeah, couple things. One, if you lend her money or she borrows money from you, so if you borrow money from her or she, gets something from you and owes you money, she will not pay you back. Just putting that out there right now. We know this. Me and my family know this. We have learned it. She was supposed to pay me back $900, and it took probably 10 years. Let's see, it was 2010. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, we're in 2024, so over 10 years. She still hasn't paid it. But what happened was, I want to say maybe about 10 years, yeah. What I did is, because I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of her have to pay me back, and she's not paying me back. And she has no money. Bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Bullshit. For a few reasons here, which I'll get there. But, so she owed me money because I paid for a trip for her to go with me and my mom, which was my mom's Mother's Day gift, and it was supposed to be just me and my mom, but because I'm a nice sister, I was like, well, I'll pay for you, but you need to pay me back because it's expensive. I couldn't afford all three of us like that, you know? Well, I ended up, yeah. Anyways, she never paid me back. And so finally, one of the Christmas, I was like, your Christmas present is, you don't owe me anything. And we had a contract. We wrote down with Dad and me, and Dad witnessed and me and Dree signing it, that she'd be paying me a certain amount each month, and yeah. And so now she has one with my mom, because my mom's old car, she took it, but then they got in a crash, so then she got a new car, but she still owes my mom money from that car. My mom right now is going through things. She needs this money. But my sister, she's 4 months behind, by the way, and she says, I need reminders. Just remind me. My mom has been reminding her, and her excuse is, oh, I have no money. You have no money? First of all, we went out to eat for Grandma's birthday. And 3-3 timer, yep, okay. So first of all, we go out to eat, and she says, because my mom's like, oh, I'll pay for you because she's paying for me and my brother. She says, Mom, I make more money than you and Dad. Oh, okay. All right. But she also says that she has no money and she can't afford to pay. She gets her hair done every Wednesday. And sorry, but it looks the exact same every time. And I'm not the only one that says this. I don't know why I'm whispering, but, it looks the exact same every time. I don't know what she's doing different. She even has friends that say it looks the same. She also has friends that say they don't like a certain person either. None of them do like this certain person, but not my life. Not our life, so. But anyways, so she gets her hair done every Wednesday. She gets her nails done every Wednesday. And then today, as we're with her at that event, not only did she do shit that she told me and my mom not to do, and I'm a Capricorn, you do not tell me what to do. And so, like, after she said what she said, I, like, walked away, and I was like, don't tell me what the fuck to do. I guess this can't be for children now. I was like, don't tell me what to do, under my breath, because I do not like when you tell me what to do. And, yeah, don't tell me what to do. She thinks she's, like high up here. Like, she thinks she's, like, the top. Like, she's the freaking boss of everything and everyone, and can do whatever she wants, and it doesn't matter who it affects or how. She is one of the biggest hypocrites you will ever meet. And I am not the only one saying this, by the way. There's multiple people that know her that say this. She cares more about herself, then it goes to her friends, then it goes to, like, strangers, and then it goes to, like, family. Like, seriously. And she's been that way pretty much her whole life. So I don't know, like, why I'm surprised. But the only reason, like, I'm making a video right now. Sorry, I'm trying to, like. So I don't have to hold my phone. Okay. So, like, the only reason I'm making a video right now is because I was thinking about. I was watching a video on TikTok, and then it kind of, like, triggered me. Where it said something about Capricorns. And, like, Capricorns don't like to be told what they're due. It was a video of a little girl, and she was putting sprinkles on her cupcake or something. And the dad goes, all right, that's enough sprinkles. And she turns and looks at her dad like this. Do not tell me what to do. And then it said on top, Capricorn energy. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And then I remembered this. But back to what I was saying. So we're at that event, right? She leaves the event. And, excuse me, and I'm with Iris. Excuse me. And we turn around, and she's nowhere to be found. And so me and Iris are literally, like, walking back and forth. We're like, where's your mom? Where's your mom? Where's your mom? Like, Iris is like, I don't know. Where'd she go? We have no idea where she went. Find out that she left. And then she called later after we leave and we're, like, heading to go get something to eat. She calls and she's like, I didn't get to say goodbye, and, because you were having fun with Auntie Jess and, like, all this stuff. Well, I find out that she left. I'm guessing it's an excuse. I don't know. But my mom was getting annoyed too. She's like, I can't. When we were looking at things, if she wanted to look at it, we stopped. But if either of us wanted to see things, it was like, keep going type of thing. Like, Iris didn't get to see the huge, like, big lizards because she decides to walk away with Iris. And I'm like, Iris was just over here looking at the lizards with me. She wanted to see the big ones. So I went back and I got Iris, and I was like, Iris, you still want to see the big lizards, right? She's like, yeah. So, we go back over there. Well, now the guy's gone. So now, like, we can't touch the lizards, and he's not, like, pulling them out. And they're in, like, a container thing. So, like, yeah. Anyways, she said, kind of funny, as I'm talking about this, making this video, she just liked one of my reels on Instagram. I'm guessing it's the one from today. Anyways, she said, or I was told that she was getting annoyed of me. But really, I bet the honest truth is she was done. She wanted to leave. Also, on top of that, she said she was getting a tattoo today. So that would have been yesterday. She said she was getting a tattoo. Hold up. You said you don't have enough money. On top of that, you literally are not paying mom back. You owe mom money, but you have no money. But you're going to go get a tattoo? And then when she explained the tattoo, excuse me, it sounds cool. I'm not going to lie. It sounds cool. But, like, that's not going to be cheap. And when I asked her where she's going to put it, she said, I don't know, maybe her arm. Depending on where she puts it on her arm as well is not going to be cheap. And she just got her hair and nails done Wednesday. So, you got your hair done, you got your nails done, and now you're getting this big tattoo. And on top of that, a certain someone doesn't have a job. So, you have no money, but yet you're buying all this stuff and doing all this stuff. I understand self-care. I understand it. But she's been like this our whole life. I don't know how. Because she is a Taurus. I'm a Taurus rising. Maybe this is a Pisces thing or a Capricorn thing. I don't know, but... And her daughter is a Taurus moon. I know. Funny. She's literally got me and her daughter. She's literally got her daughter. Her daughter is literally a representation of me and mom. Karma. A lesson to learn. Like, I don't know. But, as I'm saying, like... Think of your mother. The stuff mom is going through right now needs that money. I seriously don't have enough money. But, you know what I'm going to do when my money gets here? Because that's who I am, I owe my mom money. And I pay right away if I can. Okay? That's how I am. That's just how I've been. But this month, I'm going to be really short because I have now a spend down. And... with the spend down, you know, now I'm going to have less money. But I need to pay 2 of the spend downs because they decided to give me all the rest of the year in October. So now there's 2 behind, and there was 2 that said it was already paid for. Getting off track. Anyways, so not only do I got to help pay half a hotel because... possibly going to the Mayo Clinic around the same time as my mom. Otherwise, it won't be able to do this. Otherwise, then I won't be able to do this month, which that would be okay. But it just works better if I could end up doing the mail, going to the mail around the same time she's going. That's the plan. That's hopefully the plan. When they call and we got a schedule. If you're wondering why I'm going to the mail, because I guess you don't really know me on this channel. I have 30 plus different physical and mental illnesses / disease. And one of them, I've had a gut issue since I was like 12 years old. And I've had tests done, all kinds of different tests. There's like certain diseases that are in the family that I've been tested for as well. And like the doctors finally, I'm 33 now. And at 12 to 33, you think after all the tests they've done, the same test multiple times as well, they would have sent me. But anyways, finally, they put their hands up and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with you. We don't know. We're going to send you to the Mayo Clinic. And I'm really, really, really hoping that the Mayo Clinic doesn't just focus on my gastro issue. And like, they're like, oh, well, we looked through your history and it looks like you have this and this and this and this. And then they're able to put like everything together. And they're like, oh, you have, and it's some rare ass, and I swore again, whoops. It's some rare disease that I just randomly have because I'm not from this world. And they're like, oh, we can treat that, and it ends up being like 1, maybe 2, maybe even 3 pills compared to 50. I take about 50. And don't be like, oh, you're 33, you take about 50. Girl, I've been taking about that many since junior year of high school. So, like 17, 18. And I'm on shots as well. And I've been on shots before, but I'm on a different shot. Anyways, yeah, so I'm hoping, like, I know I went off track, but I'm hoping that they end up, like, because I even asked when I was talking on the phone, and I was like, it was like, so are they gonna, and blah, blah, and the lady said, no, since your referral was for gastro, they're gonna focus on gastro, but they might see in your chart that there is other things you have that might connect with what's going on with your gastro. Or, I'm sorry, they didn't say gastro, they said GI. Your GI. So, yeah. Anyways, that's why I'm on disability, if you were ever wondering. Like, that's not, like, the main reason I'm on disability. I'm also on it because I had 2 back surgeries. And, yeah. But, back to what I was saying. So, I gotta pay for those 2 things, right? And then, if I do go to the Mayo Clinic, then I gotta pay half hotel for my mom. But I still owe my mom, half hotel. Right? Yeah, half hotel from the beginning of this month. The money she gave, that she lent me when I went on that trip with, that group. And then before that, I already owed her $30 more. So I owe her, if we don't add the hotel, no, I already paid. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think, I didn't pay for the half of the hotel from the beginning of the month. That was her trip, but, I mean, because, like, if I didn't go, she would have paid the whole thing. But, like, again, like I said, I think of that stuff. I'm going to pay half. Anyways, so if we don't include that, and we don't include, because I don't know how much it's going to be for the Mayo Clinic hotel, so don't include those. Aside from that, I owe her $530. And, like I said, I have spend downs now. So next month, when I get my money, I got the rent, which I'm not going to say how much that is, but I got the rent. I'm going to pay some of my mom back because there's no way I can pay that full thing. I'm not going to have any money. And on top of that, the spend downs. Got the spend downs. And then, cell phone, Wi-Fi, meds. Well, not meds. Certain meds. There's like one med where I have to actually pay, like insurance doesn't actually pay for this one med. But, yeah. And I still haven't gotten any Christmas presents. I know what I'm going to get my stepdad. I really don't think I should get anything for Andrew this year. And I've already talked about that, but, like, part of me is like, well, that's rude. Like, that's not rude, I guess. Because he's rude to me. He doesn't like me. He hates me. He hates my guts. And obviously, it has to be because some stuff that my sister has talked. Andy has said this, too. He's like, well, whatever your sister has told him about you and Mom, that's why he doesn't like you guys. And we're like, yeah, we know. Because you're her favorite person in the world. So, like, she probably talked all good about you. And he's like, yeah, I know. He knows. He's aware of her, how she is and stuff. And it upsets him. It really does. But, yeah. And my mom's really gonna need the money this next month, this November. So, like, it's like what my brother owes her money too, and he can't pay. He seriously, he can't pay. My sister says that she can't pay, but then yet she's going and doing all that stuff. I can't pay, but I'm gonna do it. If I end up having $0 for half of the whole month, then I end up having $0 for half of the whole month. I've always been that way. And then, yeah, it caused me stress and anxiety, and you're not supposed to do that type of stuff. But I feel better because it's off my chest, you know? Like, if I owe someone, I want to give them the full amount. But I absolutely know I cannot give her the full amount. Absolutely not possibility at all. Can give her that full amount. Like, there's not even a question of that. And on top of that, I need to get groceries this month as well. Well, not this month, but November. Right now, I have no money to get groceries. Like, right now, I have no money. I might end up going negative this month. But, like I said, I'm gonna help. And then, so, yeah, there's that part. And then, like I said, if you've known, if you watched me, this is my new channel, but if you've come from my old channel, or, like, come from TikTok or Instagram, which I've had for years, or if you come from Facebook even, which I've had for years, if you're new on this channel and kind of new on TikTok, actually new on TikTok, because I don't think I've ever talked about my stuff like that, my mental and physical stuff. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I have 30 plus different physical and mental illnesses, and it seems like literally every year, almost every month, that's a sarcasm joke of being every month, but it's also not a joke being almost every month. But something new. Oh, this is your symptom? Oh, you have this. This is your symptoms? No. Oh, okay, you have this. Really? Seriously? Like, I just got diagnosed with another skin disease in August, September, around there. I got diagnosed with another skin disease. I just got done with a skin infection. Still, actually, like, in the process of it healing, but, like, it's not itching anymore. Knock on wood, it's not. That was the worst part, the itching. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to know more about that, like, I can get deep and talk to you about it and, like, tell you what meds I'm on, and, like, I don't know, if you want to know side effects, or tell you my experience with a certain disease that I have, like, yeah. By the way, anyone out there with fibromyalgia, yeah, I know I said the word wrong. Are you having a lot? I know my cousin is. And if I don't take my pain med, then I am. But I definitely was feeling it last week, like, holy poly. But having a lot of flare-ups, like now. Like, and they're not, like, matching each other. Like, you have the brain fog, like, all day, and then the next day you have the joint pains all day, and then the inflammation, and, like, yeah. Like, last week, I don't know what was going on, but I just could not get enough sleep. Like, I was just so tired. And you wouldn't have known it, like, if I was out in public and stuff, how tired I was, because I was fighting it. It's kind of like being in pain 24/7. People don't know. Or, like, those invisible illnesses, I guess you could call it, the invisible disease and illnesses. Like, when you watch someone walk upstairs and it looks like they're doing okay and it's normal and fine. But inside, they're like, oh, my God. You know? Or, like, you have to take a shower. I'm very bad at this. As you can see, I'm very bad at hygiene. And it's not because I'm lazy. It literally is because it's so much work to shower. It's so much work. It takes so much energy out of me. And there's some people that understand that, especially the ones that like have the same type of diseases and stuff as me. They understand it. They get it. They're like, oh yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. But then there's the people that don't, and they don't understand that stuff and all of that. And they're like, oh, why is it so hard? All you gotta do is... You have any idea how much brain energy that takes? Like, any idea? Especially when you have to wash the full body and you have to wash the full head and you have to do all the fun shaving and like, oh my God, it's so much energy. If I do take a shower, I do it like during the day or at night because first of all, I love going to bed with a wet head. I don't know. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I love it. But, yeah. So, I'll do it during the day where I know I'm going to be able to relax all day. Or I'll do it at night and then be able to relax for the evening and then, go to bed or whatever. Like, I hate doing them during the morning or the early morning. I am not a morning person, by the way. Like, the earliest for me that like I'm okay is like 12:30 to 1. Any earlier, it's like I can look like I'm doing okay. It's called put a mask on. If you live in pain 24/7, it's the same thing. An invisible illness, it's the same thing. Like nobody's gonna know. But let me tell you, I am tired and exhausted. Oh my goodness. It literally, like, you see me walking, heading to the shower and bathing, blah, 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 and I come out and I'm brushing my hair. But I'm literally like, oh my God. Like, my body just wants to collapse. Like, it just feels, oh, and you know what I really dislike? I don't know why I'm talking about all this. And I totally went off track. I know. I totally went from what I was talking about. But I got that out of my system. I talked about it. So, I guess now I'm talking about this part because I feel like I'm complaining a lot. But it's not, I'm like venting. So, I don't know if you can call it complaining. I don't know. But, what I really hate is like, I really can't stand where my brain gets over like capacity and then it's a struggle to literally just like talk, and sometimes it's a struggle to even just relax and watch something on TV because my brain will be inside going like shut up. I guess you could say an overthinker, ADHD mixed with autism, although I have not been diagnosed with autism, but I bet you I'm going to be diagnosed with autism. I find out in the end of November, and I'm pretty dang sure I'm going to be diagnosed as autism. But you know what? And I had this conversation with my other staff. Oh, I know what I was going to bring up. I had this conversation with, I guess you can't call them staff. Because my therapist, my caddy, my housing case manager, and my case manager. They all knew, but my caddy didn't know. And so, we were having the meeting and updating her. And I was like, oh, and I'm being checked for if I'm on the spectrum of autism. And she said something, and I was like, you know what? I think everyone's on the spectrum, though. And she goes, I agree. Everyone is on the spectrum somewhere. Everyone has a little bit of autistic in them. And I'm like, right? But there's two people in my life, Mama and Dada, that are like, you're not autistic. Oh, here's something. And I'm so glad I used my voice and I said something. But, okay, so today, after eating, we went to this other event, right? And it was called Truck or Treat or Treat or Truck, something like that. Whatever. And there were vehicles, and you go around and get candy, right? And I love candy. So why does it matter if I was getting candy too, right? Anyways, so we get to this one car where there's these two little girls, right? And they're probably 10, 11, 12, around there, you know? And they're like, take a lot of candy. And I was like, ooh! And so, like, you know, jokingly, I, like, grabbed a handful, and they go, oh, take 2 handfuls. I was like, really? They're like, yeah, take that whole handful you had and take another one. I was like, okay. So I grabbed that handful, right, and I put it in Iris's bag, and I was about to go grab another handful. And my mom's like, no, you don't need to do that, Jess. You don't need to do that. No, leave it. And I was like, I wanted to say to her, like, Mom, I was saying it too, so, like, people obviously heard me, but I was like, Mom, they said to take 2 handfuls. She goes, no, they're children. No, you don't do that. You're an adult. And I'm like, I'm an adult, but we are aware that my brain is not adult. We are aware of this. Mentally and emotionally, I'm not. When it comes to things like that, it's an automatic. I can't help it. And so we get in the vehicle, and as I'm, like, going through the candy, because obviously I get to have some of the candy because I was there putting the candy in there, so she was getting, like, you know, double because of me. But anyways, so I was, like, you know, grabbing some or whatever and putting them in these bags that we got at the other event that we got candy in. See, I got candy there was no problem then. Anyways, and Mom was on her phone, and I was like, Mom, who cares that they told me to get 2 handfuls? Why didn't you let me just get 2 handfuls? And she said something, and I was like, I hate when you do that. It makes me so mad. And she didn't say a word. And when things like that happen, I'm not going to cry. I fucking cry in every video. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do it. I can feel it coming. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Absolutely. We're not, knock on wood, we are not doing it tonight. When things like that happen, like when I'm told not to do something, or act your age, or you're embarrassing me, or you're too loud, or like all the things that when you're a child, you don't, like, okay, like all the things that, like, when I was a child, I was told, oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, act this way, act this way. Oh, you're embarrassing me. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're acting like a 2-year-old because you're spinning. Oh, don't be spinning. Oh, nope, you're talking too loud. Oh, you're mad because you're not. Oh, you're getting crazy. Like, I'm moving around like this. Oh, now I'm crazy. Oh, now I'm manic. How? When you work with that type of those type of people, but you can't, you when it comes to your own child, like, and why am I the only one? If Iris was acting the same way, and don't say, oh, she's a child. When I was a child at her age acting the same way, I got called out. Still getting called out even though I'm an adult. Like, and I don't see what the freaking big deal is. What is the big deal about everybody have to, just because now they're an adult, they have to act like an adult? Like, why? We were not born for that. We did not choose to come down here to work a 9-to-5 job, to be literally a robot and do what you're told to do. Oh, yep, we control your brain. You go that way. You go left. You go. No. We were not. We did not. That was not the plan here on Earth. Earth is the heart. It's the heart. It's the middle part. It's our heart. Earth represents your heart. If you are not your real person, being the real you, you're closing off your heart. You're closing off a part of you. You're closing off. You're hiding yourself. That's what you're doing. You're hiding yourself. You're not being authentic. You're hiding. And so many people in my life, my family, friends that I would say I used to have, and the reason I don't hang out with them because I don't like them. Sorry, but I don't. I don't like who they became. I don't like they became very fake. Anyways, and I'm really bad at staying in contact. But a lot of my high school friends, I don't know why I'm whispering, I don't like. And actually some of them that I kind of still talk to, also don't like some of them as well. They think they're fake as well. Anyways, I don't like fake people. I don't like fake people. And it bugs me when someone sits there and says something about a certain someone, but then when I'm alone with that certain person, I see it completely different. So that when I tell my therapist or something about a situation like that, they're shocked because they're like, whoa, I would have never thought that person would be like that, or that, because that person puts a mask on and they don't realize they're putting a mask on. They think they're not putting a mask on. But yes, and I was talking to my mom. Don't get me wrong, she has a light, she's beautiful, I love her singing voice, absolutely love it. But and I feel like all the stuff that's been happening to her is it's a lesson. She's going through the dark night of the soul. She's literally going through it. And obviously she's not fully learning the lesson because she's still doing things. He took her voice for a while, and when she had no voice, she was observing, because she couldn't speak. So now she's being self-aware of things. And I don't know if it's because she can speak again / sing, if her self-awareness of things that she noticed has gone, disappeared. And what I mean by self-awareness of things that have gone, disappeared, in herself, not outside herself, inside of her own her own self. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm being ego. I'll be like, oh, that was ego. I can admit when I'm being cocky. I can admit when I'm being sarcasm. I can admit when I'm being hyper. I can admit when I'm being sad, depressed, angry. I can admit to it. Or like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong. I will argue if I really think I'm correct. But if I find out I'm not correct, I'll be like, oh, sorry, I was wrong. I have no issues doing that. Why, when it comes to myself, can I see that? You know what I mean? I will watch myself. I will jump out of my body and watch myself do things or say things. And then when I come back in my body, I'm like, okay, why did I say that? What affected me to get me to say that? What affected me to get me to that spot? What? Oh, okay, that was really rude of me. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, I shouldn't have told them that. Why? I told them the truth. Why are they upset? Because I told them the truth. They told me they wanted the truth. I can call myself out, basically. But when it comes to that person, they just have not. Both of my parents, all my parents, my parents, all four of them. It's just do they not have I don't know how to explain it. Do they not have, it's not, I can't say an inner monologue. because I know they have inner monologues. But do they not have, like, self-aware of their own actions, their own wrongdoings, their own, like, okay, here's an example. I don't know if I talked about this, but, so, my mom was going through something, right? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pull some cards out for her. And I pulled some cards out for her. And I recorded the video so she could go and watch it later. And it was going good. And then there was one part, and I said, oh, but Mom, you're gonna be a little upset about this. She got mad when she was watching, and she's like, I don't do that. And I'm like, so you automatically got defensive. You didn't even listen, or you didn't even, like, go, oh, wait, I do that. That's what I mean. Like, do they not? And not just my parents. Like, actually a lot of people. Like, in the world. Excuse me. Do they not, like... I don't know. I guess that's facing your shadows. And they don't face their shadows. And maybe that's right there my purpose. Like, that's why I'm the karma in the family. Like, I'm the storm, you know? I'm the one that's to cause shit so they face their shadows, and then they can see there's something better on the other side after they face their shadow and figured it out. But sometimes it's just so... I'm a projector. Like, sometimes it's just so exhausting. Like, sometimes I feel like I literally carry the whole world on my body. On my back. Like, and I don't know if that's because I'm a Capricorn. Capricorns are the knees. You know, so the strength, so you literally are holding it, you know. But I don't know. Like, I'm curious. Like, if I could do a survey of, like, how many people are self-aware of their own actions and can, like, admit when they're wrong and, like, not get... I get defensive, too. I'm not gonna deny that. But, like I'm saying, is I'll get defensive, and then after I'll realize it, and if I am wrong, I literally will say sorry. Or I'll feel really bad and communicate it with them when I'm finally calmed down and, you know... Yes, I do get... But, like I said, I'm able to admit I was wrong. Or, if I... Let's... Okay. My mental and physical diseases, right? Are they all because of my family? No. No. They are part of them, yes, because the energies of holding in and not speaking my truth to them. Well, it's not speaking my truth to them. Them not letting me be myself, so I had to hide myself. That's another reason why I loved my cousins and my aunt and uncle growing up, because when I was with them, especially my cousin Katie, like, I could be myself to a T. Like, yeah. And I never got, like, called out, like, Jess, you're being embarrassing, or Jess, you need to act your age, or none of that. They just let me. Like, if I just randomly started spinning, they allowed it. If I was just randomly, like, excited about something, they allowed it. Like, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, like I was saying, so yeah, some of that is from them. Yes, absolutely. It's also from ancestors. Absolutely. Like, I'm the karma of the family, you know? I'm the shaman of the family. I hold all of it. But some of it is from me, myself. Like, yes, it's really hard to hygiene because it takes a lot of energy. I have an addiction. This is my addiction. I have tried. I went a month with no Mountain Dew. And let me tell you, but yes, this is my addiction. I have no energy at all until I take a sip. I just, one little sip and I'm like able to like actually like function a little bit, you know? But yeah, this is my addiction. Yes, I know it's bad for you. So like, I know that it's ruining my body. Absolutely. My gut, whatever. Because it's bad for you. Yes, I know that. I don't always, but I am a candy girl now that I'm older. I wasn't when I was younger. I know, weird. But, yeah, and I eat chips. I very rarely eat veggies. Fruits as well. Like, I know I need to eat better. So, like, that's my own doing. Am I doing it because it's like a protection? And, like, is my inner child trying to protect herself? You know? Or is my inner child, like, doing that to have control? Excuse me. To have control over something. I have heartburn. Have control over something from tacos. Mom made homemade tacos, and I'm having heartburn from tacos, and oh, I need to turn my back. Sorry, that was the seat. I need to turn because my back is starting to, you know, the norm. But yeah, she's starting to hurt, so I need to, oh my God. I shouldn't have see like that. That was sabotaging because I knew my back and my ankle, or my back, my hip, and my leg were going to get sore if I was sitting that way for a long time. I knew, and I did it anyway. And now I'm going to be learning my lesson because now, let me like get it stretched out. Oh. But yeah, now I'm gonna end up be learning my lesson because now you hear that? It cracked. Yeah. Oh, now it's like all stiff and like tight, and I already took my meds. I already took pain meds, so I can't do anything about that. But and here's another thing that I do that's self-sabotaging. See, I can admit my faults. I can admit my mistakes and stuff. But another one I do is stay up all night. I try to go to sleep. And if I do go to sleep, I end up waking up around this time anyway. So, like, but yeah, that's another thing I do is I end up staying up all night. Like, I'm supposed to get 10 to 15 hours of sleep every night. I don't always get 15 hours of sleep every night because I end up staying up all night, and then I have appointments the next day, and then, yeah. So tomorrow, technically today, I can sleep in, you know? So I can get my 10 to 15 tonight, or today. When I go to bed, I can, like, I'll have to wake up, take my morning meds, but I can end up sleeping, you know. I'm yawning right now, but I know I'll go in my bed and won't fall asleep, and I'll be laying there and be in my head and overthinking again. And then eventually overthinking will be so much that I'll dissociate from my body, and then I'll be even more overthinking because I'll be able to see more things, and yeah. Or I will fall asleep and have tons and tons and tons of dreams, very, very vivid, colorful, and like all of that. And yeah, and I'll wake up and I'll either be thinking about the dream nonstop, or I'll feel tired because I feel like I didn't get any sleep because I was dreaming all night. I was awake all night, basically. Anyways, because I totally got off track. So I went, yeah, anyways. What I was going to say, got some sad news. You know, well, the people that watch this channel and watch my talking videos, you know how much Robin means to me, right? Right. She's leaving. And, like, not only am I sad, I'm scared. I'm seriously, I'm like, I said I was not crying in this video. I'm not crying in this video because I cry in every freaking video. I swear. I'm not. No. Don't do it. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm happy for her. I'm not going to deny that. I'm happy for her. I'm excited for her. She's finally going to be, like, treated with the respect that she deserves to. Like, the amount of stuff she does, the pay did not, no. And the fact that she had no health benefits at that job and, like, just, yeah. So this new job is going to be perfect. Like, she has health benefits. Actually, she gets free health benefits, actually. But, like, and she'll be doing the same kind of stuff. It's just in a different state. And on top of being a different state, she doesn't, like, come to your house and, like, all that. I think she more has an office. Like, that's what it sounded like when she was telling me, us. When I say us, me and my mom. But, so I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. But I'm so scared to be losing her. Like, I have so much anxiety and, like, my energy, like, takes up a lot of my brain. So, like, when she comes here, we get shit done. Like, she gets stuff done. Not only does she, like, get stuff done, she'll, like, oh, well, I have an idea for this, and then she'll have something to fix this. And on top of that, like, I struggle talking on the phone. So, she'll talk on the phone to the people and say, like, what we need to get done or, like, what the questions are or whatever. But she'll have it on speaker so I can hear it. So, like, if they need to talk to me, they can. But, like, she'll do all that and I get to listen while she's doing it. And, like, if I don't understand what I'm hearing after she gets off the phone, I'll be like, I don't understand that. And she'll explain it to me, like that. And on top of that, like, paper. Anything to fill out, she fills it out. Even sometimes she would fill things out ahead of time. And then I would just have to put my signature on it. Because I already knew what this paper was about, you know. But, like, she knows all, like, these, like, applications and stuff to help with, like, certain things. And, like, I'm just really scared to get someone because I haven't had successful case managers. And I haven't, like, she's the only one that's been, like, successful. And, like, the only one that, like, I feel like actually, like, does stuff. Like, I like Liz, my therapist, but it doesn't, I don't know, it just, like, I don't know, and my arms worker is the same thing. I like her, but they're just not Robin, you know, they're just. And my case manager right now, like, I like her, but most of the time when I'm with her, it's just doing appointments. Like, she's just taking me to my appointments and bringing me back home. My mental, or I guess physical as well, appointments. My doctor appointments, there you go. My doctor appointments. And so, like, if there's something that needs to, if I need her to look up something or something like that, I have to ask, you know. With Robin, I would talk about something and she'd be like, oh, I know what you can do with this, or I have an idea with this, or, you know, she just, like, and she understood things, and if she didn't, she, like, did the research, and, like, we worked together, like, solving things and stuff like that, like. So I'm really scared to lose her. I'm scared to get someone that is, like, really young and doesn't know what the heck they're doing. And someone that, like, doesn't even, like, really do the work. Like my apartment person, like I have a lot of anxiety from her. Robin would talk to her for me, you know, or she would go with me if I had to talk to her about something, you know. If I had to sign something, Robin would wait and we'd go sign it. I'd go sign it with her in with me, you know, or if like I had issues in my apartment, she would take care of it, you know, like that white stuff. I never even, when I had that white stuff, you're probably like, I don't know what you're talking about, but there was this like white powder stuff that's in my apartment, and it's better. It's a lot better now, but yeah. So like I was like, Robin, look at this, and I thought it was funny, and I grabbed my hat, and she's like, that's not normal, Jess. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, did you show that to so and so? And I was like, no. She goes, you need to. So she's like, I'm gonna go show her. So she took it downstairs and she showed the manager what was going on. And it took, there was some issues, but she fought for me. And finally they came in and caulked the place, and it's a lot better than before. But now there's like this weird, like these bubbles, and like the wall, like I can't say like painting, but like the wall, like it looks like wallpaper is like coming off. And so like we were working on that in the middle before she was leaving, and so now that she's leaving, like what do I do? Like, do I have to start all over talking about that? Do I, like, I don't, I'm really scared to lose her. Like, I'm scared, like she helped with the Wi-Fi. She helped, with, like, if I couldn't pay for a bill, she would help find applications and companies and stuff that help with that type of stuff, like, she helped get on disability, like, or was I already on? No, yeah, I got on it when I was with her, yeah, but, yeah, I'm just really scared to lose her. She's also my yin. We're yin and yang. We found that out. That's why we get along so well. She's a Pisces, like my dad, my stepdad. So, like, that's also why we get along so well. And my parents get along with her, and, like, and she's seen me at my worst. Like, she's seen where I was upset with my parents, and even admitted, like, she's like, yeah, that was wrong, what they said, and, like, stuff like that. She's there. And she said that, like, if I need her, I can text her and call her, but, like, it's just not gonna be the same. And I'm not gonna cry. Stop it, Jess. Go freaking cry. You're not a baby. It's ridiculous to cry over that. I'm just really scared to lose her. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just scared to lose her. But that's what happens. I end up liking someone so much, and when it gets to a point where they met their shadows and, like, they've been, like, healed, I guess you could say, something amazing happens to them, and then they have to move on. Happens all the time. Like, amazing things happen to people after they meet me. All the time. I mean, at first, the beginning, they go through, like, a purge. You can ask a lot of people. They go through purges. And they basically, their shadow side basically comes out, and they have to, like, learn to love their shadow side, or be aware of their shadow side, or, like, that type of stuff. But 3:33 on the clock. But like 3:33 in the morning. Yeah, like I said, it happens all the time. Like, there's a really, really, like, someone that was a really, really special friend. I'm not gonna say names because it's going to cause a lot of tension. And I don't want to have attention just because of that person. But someone that was a really, really special friend to me was going through a hard time, and like we connected at that time, and I was like always there for her, and like we talked all the time, and I was there for her. And when things got like better for her after she, like met her shadow side and stuff, because the things I would give her advice on, or tell her to speak up, or use her voice, or, do this or that, or when she talked about relationship issues, like, yeah. And then when things started to get better, and she realized she wasn't going to do, like, public stuff anymore, I guess I'll say. I'm not going to, like, she won't, like, she doesn't like doing, like, she doesn't want her life out there anymore for people. So she ended up changing her phone number, and our friendship like faded away because she, like I said, now she was doing better, and like as she was getting better, we were slowly like talking less and less and less, and then it just kind of disappeared. I have her on, like, I still have her on, like, social media, but she doesn't go on social media, like, literally. She hasn't been on one of her accounts for, like, 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. That friendship, like, that one... I think about that one a lot. I was just talking about that one the other day with my cousin Katie. Because, like, not only was that one, like, a secret in a way, like, a lot of people, unless they knew me, didn't know about that friendship. And only a few people actually got to see proof about that friendship. But yeah, that friendship, like, yeah. That friendship took a lot of healing of losing. A lot of healing for me of losing her. But, I don't know, maybe she'll come back someday. I don't know. She doesn't have my number, because I changed it. But, like I said, she's got my social medias. So, like, there's many ways for her to, like, get a hold of me and stuff. But I don't think she even cares anymore, because I'm part of that old life, That's not her life anymore. At least she doesn't want that to be her life anymore. She doesn't want to be that character or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that was a tough one. Sorry, I'm just kind of in my head right now, and just like remembering like conversations and good memories with her. Anyways, as usual, this is like over an hour long. Wow. And it's 3:37 in the morning. What else do I have to talk about? I don't know. Excuse me. One thing I know is I keep hearing from, and astrology-wise, someone from my past is gonna keep. Oh, maybe it's her. Ooh, okay. That made me excited, because I was gonna say, and it's so annoying because I don't want anyone from my past to come back, but I want her to come back. Oh my God, if she came back, oh. Like, I don't know. My mental health would be what's the word? I'd be on cloud 9 for a little while, and then my mental health would be better for a while. But is she coming back because she misses me, or is she coming back because she's like, oh, I know you can get me into my shadow, like show me my shadow side, like she's gonna be going, according to her astrology, she's gonna be going through a transformation. So I don't know. But, yeah, I think about her a lot. And you know how they say, like, when you think about someone, it's because they're thinking about you. So when I randomly think about her, it's because she's thinking about me, or the one that's triggering it, and now she's thinking about me because I'm thinking about you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you understood what I was just saying, but like, I see it in my head what I was saying, but I was hearing what I was saying, and I was like, that does not make no sense in words. It makes sense in like the image that I'm seeing, but it does. Oh my goodness. Oh, you see my memory teeth. If I didn't have an overweight, see? Massage. These are on two, these are the top two. These two, like, really show. Come to suck your blood. If I ate steak, would they grow? I don't know. I don't like steak. I was talking about my cousin with this, but do I not like steak because I'm scared of how gonna make me feel, and I remember feeling that way, and I didn't like feeling that way? Or do I really not like steak? It's so, like, I think it's too chewy. Like, I don't know. I don't like steak. Maybe, like, my dad's side, like, they all are obsessed with steak. Steak. And we know now why. Hello. We know now why. Me and my cousin were talking about this. But, like, yeah. It makes sense now. But, yeah, like, if I did get, like, a steak and get it, like, Katie. I said Katie because if Katie's watching this. Katie, I just realized, you know when they get the steak and they always get it, like, bloody. What was that? I just saw a bubble orb. A bubble orb. It was like an orb. You know, you see an orb, but it was a bubble. So it was like, if like someone blew bubbles, you know? But like, there's nothing here. So like what I was just talking about, obviously an ancestor or a spirit or an angel or a spirit guide or something was just like, yep, confirmed. I don't know. But yeah, I just saw a bubble orb. I see bubble orbs a lot. The weirdest one I've ever seen. And it literally was just, was it 2 years ago? Would it be 2 now? 2022? Or is it 2023 it happened? I want to say it was 2022 when it happened. Yeah. So I was at my parents' house and I was in my old room. And yeah, it was 2022 because we didn't have a bed in there yet. Okay, so after I moved out, right, obviously there was no bed in there, right? So I had a big air mattress, like those high ones or whatever. And I just saw another bubble. and I'm not high, by the way. This is just, I'm natural right now. Anyways, so I was laying in the air mattress and I was on my phone watching TikTok videos, and excuse me, and I was in the dark, and all of a sudden it was so weird. So I saw, which I've seen before, like almost like a portal open up type of thing, like just like where you see like a circle and it like bursts open up. So I've seen that before. So like that part wasn't weird. The weird part was though, is this time it opened up, and so it was like over here, right? So I'm like on TikTok, like scrolling because I'm a lefty. So I was, scrolling, and on the side up here is like where I saw it, and I was like, and it wasn't like a quick, like it stayed for like, it was like spinning for a few seconds and then disappeared. So it wasn't like a, what the heck did I just see? It was a, whoa, type of incident. And so like, I already told my cousin about this, but, so it like opened up, right? And it was black, right? But there was an orange spiral that like popped out with it. And it was spinning. And it was probably for like 3 seconds and then disappeared. I've never seen that ever. I've never, ever have seen a spiral. And I've never, ever seen that like portal thing be black like that. Black and orange. It was like an orangish red. And it was a spiral. And like if you have an iPhone, when you're recording and you see the numbers on the top, it was like that color red. And so like, yeah, I don't know what it represented. But I was just like, did I just see that? Was that real? Like my brain was just so like, whoa, that was so cool. Yeah, I've never seen a spiral before and spinning come like out of the holes. Yeah, I've seen a hole like where like it like pops open and it's like white and then it disappears. I've seen where like a white light will come like forward like that and disappear. I've seen the bubbles, obviously. I've seen like a blue light just go, and this has all been inside. I've seen a UFO. No, I've seen 3 UFOs outside, obviously. But so this other stuff, it's always been inside, and it's always been when I was alone. Well, that's crazy. It's never been when I was high I can think of. Because it's always just like when I'm like least expecting anything. Like I can just be talking like on the video like I am, and then yeah. And like that one, I was watching TikToks and just scrolling. But I guess I have seen them. Yes, because I made a video. But I have seen the bubble and like blue orbs and stuff like that when I'm like upset after I've calmed down a little bit. So I have seen those. Oh, my back hurts. Itchy. Here. It was this color. It's like this. It was like this. So like this red mixed with like the orange. Excuse me. Oh, I can't stop burping. I made this. Isn't it cool? It's backwards. It says kind. But yeah, it was like that. Yeah, if anyone else is like, anyone that watches this has experienced that before, totally comment, or that scared me, the seat popped out. The recliner thing opened up. All I did is like sit down and like, obviously I didn't click it shut all the way, but yeah, if anyone like has had that experience before or knows the meaning behind it, or I don't know, like comment. And if you're like don't wanting to comment, you can always DM me on Instagram or X. I don't really answer on Facebook, and I don't really answer on TikTok. So yeah, Instagram and X, you could always send me a DM and let me know or something like that. But like, so cool. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, what was I saying? You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Another long video. Another long video. Another long video. Don't mind me. I'm just being me. Don't mind me. I'm just being me. This is 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 me. Let's see if she reacts. She's out. She's got her eye open looking at me. It's funny. I think I updated everything, and I think I can't think of anything else. I talked about today, and so I vented about today, and I told some other stories, and my eyeball. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at me in the eyes. Stare in my eyes. What do you say? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't stare in my eyes, please. I don't want you in my world. Just kidding again. Because that's how you become in my world. Is you look at me in the eyes. That's how we become connected as one. I think that's why that special friend and me, we got connected, because when I met that special friend, we looked at each other in the eyes, and I felt that instant connection. Anyways, that's how you do it. If you wanna have like a cord attached to someone, just stare at them in the eyes, like stare at each other in the eyes. And I don't mean like just staring at the eyes, like contact each other. Like, and if they have contacts, it's obviously not going to work because it has to be their actual eyeball. So like contacts or glasses, it won't work. But you stare at the actual black part of the eyeball. If you do it to animals too, like you can connect as well. That's why they say you don't stare at a dog in the eyes, because then the dog gets scared, because you're now connecting each other, and like now the dog can feel your energy and you can feel the dog's energy, and since you're feeling the dog's energy, now the dog's feeling your energy and thinking it's the dog's thinking it's your energy, so then now they're scared. And yeah, that's also like, that's also how you give dominance again. So like you're putting fear. But yeah, don't look at me in the eyes, please. Don't do it. Do what you want, actually. I don't care. I'll just cut the cord anyways. I'll just cut the cord anyways. That's what I do. I'm just like, I now release and cut all cords attached to me consciously and unconsciously and return them to the senders. I used to say return them to the senders with love, light, and truth. But I don't do that anymore because I feel like when I do that, they're not getting their growth and learning that they would be getting if they got their energy back to them. Like if they took back what was theirs in the first place and it affects them like it was supposed to, they'll grow. Like that's how we grow. That's how you can get to the next level is pain. And pain can be physically or mentally or emotionally. And when you get past that pain and you realize what that lesson was, why you felt that pain, whatever, now you can pass on to the next level. And that's why, people aren't going to like this when I say this, but that's why they hurt children so young. Because they're trying to get to God. They're trying to get all the way to the top. And the younger you are, the deeper the trauma, the bigger the healing, or the bigger the darkness, I guess you could say. The bigger the healing, and the bigger the healing, the higher you get. So, people don't like that truth. Just like they didn't like the I truth. Although I was very surprised. No one has, like, talked about that, so. But this video is not going to be for children either, so, like, I could say the word. Or you could just watch the video. If you want to know what word I was talking about. But yeah, that's the truth. Like, that's why you hear about all these horrible stories with the children is they want to get to God so bad, so like they hurt the children in a bad way. And the younger the child, younger it happens to the child, like I said, the bigger the trauma ends up being. And like they might not wake up right away, or they might wake up too early, but their self-aware is not there. Like me, I woke up too early, but my self-aware wasn't with being awake. And when it did, then yeah. So, yeah. But, I don't know. But yeah, that's why they do that. Because they think that type of pain, you know what I'm talking about. That type of pain, when you're younger, it advances you, basically. And it's true, but it doesn't have to be that type of pain. You know, you don't have to. And I think the reason, like, the younger it happens is because the closer you are to God. Or, because you're closer to God. So, like, you want to get that close again. So you have to go through all that pain and darkness and. But here's the other issue about all this is you, like, so it happens, right? But you chose for it to happen because you wanted to grow. Like, if you don't know about soul contracts, that's what it is. So you chose to have all that trauma. You, God, and the ancestors were like, you, like, you're going to do this, it's going to be you, and this is the plan, and blah, 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 blah. And when you get here, you, like, totally forget. And then, like, from the age of, like, 1 to 3 is when you start to, you start to remember your past life, but it's mixed with this life. And then when you get 3, all of that, like, disappears. But sometimes it doesn't all disappear. Sometimes there's still little pieces, and you take that on after the age of 3, and so on, while you're at the same time experiencing this new life. But you have, like, weird phobias, or fears and things like that. And that's because in that other life, you had something happen with that phobia or that fear, and you never got to heal from it. And so that's why you had to come back. Like, that's why the choice was to come back as a group, like your ancestors and angels and all that, God, when you guys sat down, decided that you're coming back because you didn't learn from that yet. Like, that happened, and that was supposed to help you grow, but you decided to, well, that was the plan too, but like, you didn't grow. And then it got trapped in your subconscious, and your subconscious remembers, but your conscious mind does not remember, because your conscious mind is now in this new reality, this new dimension, this new life, but your subconscious mind is still in all the lives. So that's why sometimes you just know things as well, because it was something you maybe learned in a past life or something like that, and your subconscious remembers, and it connected with your conscience at the moment, and you were able to communicate it. So, yeah. You chose. And that took me a long time to come truth to that. And that's why you need to forgive yourself, because you chose. So that's why you forgive yourself. I forgive myself, but I won't forget. You forgive yourself, but you're not going to forget, because now next time you're going to be prepared, or you're going to have what you learned from that, and you take it on to the next life or whatever you end up doing next. You'll have that still with you. You might not have it with you consciously, but you'll have it with you subconsciously. And then when you awake again in that life, then it will come out subconsciously to consciously. And so now you don't, now that it's like, it's in the past. So now you can like let it go. Just don't forget the lesson that came with it. And that's why you forgive yourself, because you're like, oh, I planned this. Why the heck did I plan this? And I planned this and that hurt someone else. Why? That was dumb of me. All right, I forgive myself. But I really can't forget, because I got to remember that lesson. I got to remember why it happened. I got to remember why I chose that to happen to me, and why that person was the one. And like, I got to remember that. So I'm not going to forget. And then you come to possibly that situation again, and now you know how to protect yourself, or now you know how to stop it from happening to someone else, or, because now you are self-aware of it, because it happened to you. So that's how you grow, because it caused pain. And when it caused pain, then you fell down. And when you fell down, you have to try to get back up. Jacob's ladder, climbing up. So when you come back up, each level, there's going to be a different lesson. So like, the first one is like survival, The second one is sexuality. Third is power. Fourth is the heart. Fifth is the throat. Sixth is the third eye. And seventh is the crown. And there's more up, but those are the main ones. And each level, so like if you get past survival, right? You feel like if you feel like you're now free and you don't have to worry about survival anymore, then you're going to move up to the sexuality, and you can end up activating them all at the same time, and like, but like, you're going to feel pain or something's off balance, that next chakra will be blocked. You have to be able to get all the chakras unblocked, and if you can do them in order, hey, to ya. But that's how you do it. Each level, there's going to be like a different type of devil that you have to, or demon, whatever, that you have to face. So like, survival could be the fear of poverty and like stuff like that. So you gotta face that that demon, that shadow, whatever, of why you're scared of that. Next one, sexuality. Your sexuality, what you identify as. Are you male or female? Do you feel like male or female? Like, you know, creating as well, like creating your reality. That's where the womb is too. Like, you create life, all of that. And then the next level is power. It's where you get like your strength and like action. But action doesn't have to actually be like action, like actually moving. It can be just simple as like doing research on something that you're curious of, that you want to learn more about. That's action, because what you're doing is you're activating. Action is just basically activating different neurons in your brain to help you get to the next level of things. So like right now I'm using a lot of my throat chakra right now, but I'm also using my crown chakra right now and my third eye. I'm basically being in spirit right now, communicating this to you guys. Some people are gonna understand it and some people aren't. But yeah, this video went all over the place. So maybe I'll cut the second part off here and put that on TikTok and say the full video is on YouTube. And that way, yeah, I might do that. I don't know. Because I don't like to really edit the videos. But like I said, I could cut that part off and do the learn more. I'll do that right now. Learn more on YouTube channel Jess Gaber 23. Send you love and healing energy. Thank you. Peace. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, love you guys. Peace. Bye. Don't know why I'm making a video, just to let you know this, but I was editing it to put that part on TikTok. Like I said, I was just gonna put that ending part, but it's way too long, so I'm not going to. So I'm not gonna edit it at all. I'm just gonna add this at the end of it. I don't know why. I just had to make a video to explain. Anyways, okay, bye. Peace. Bye. So in the middle of editing the video, not really editing it, but like just adding a little something between some clips. Anyways, in the middle of doing that, I see on my side view of my eye, I've never seen this either. I've seen like a blue light. I've seen like a white light. I've never seen a black light. It was like a flash of like black light, and it was like black, and it was like shaped almost like I guess you could call that an L. A backwards, or no, it'd be a forward L. Yeah. Because it was like a rectangle, and there was like area missing, and it was black. So it was literally like, that's brown. It literally was like black, and it was just kind of went, and I was just like, did I just do that? Oh, I better add that in the video. That was my reaction. So, yeah, I added that. So, or I'm adding this video, this clip. I'm adding this clip to the end, talking about that. All right, love you, bye. Peace, bye.